So, Making Space, A Minimalist Guide to the Good and the Extraordinary by Regina Wong. So, you got, so right from the top, minimal kind of living, minimal kind of help. And so, this isn't like a regular, oh, here's a 30-day challenge, or here's how, like the Marie Kondo Joy of Living, which she mentions in that book, of how to like declutter, organize. You could go to the library or book section of like how to declutter. You could loan out, like borrow Marie Kondo's book on the organizing or making different organizational systems, or how to organize your books or whatever. So I am going to first do a quote, then go into my review. So one of the first things she writes is, minimalism is not a deprivation, but a joy. It is about getting rid of excess and the non-essentials, and the act of distilling to what is essential, that which gives us joy, value, and purpose to our lives. So she does go into, not, the version that I have is about 100 pages long, so she doesn't go into depth on how to organize or declutter, say, your clothing or your kitchenware, your online stuff, or your books, or your whatever. Yeah, she has that section, but it isn't a focus on her book. It is more the information of minimalism, bringing like the finance stuff and the information, her road to minimalism. So the way she put her story is like, okay, this is how she got to it. It isn't as, okay, I'm not flipping through the pages like I have with the Magical Family book that I have also, that I read about the same time as, that I read at the same time as this. It wasn't like, yeah, I was a lot easier to like, okay, there was information in there, and so it wasn't a blow by blow of a conversation. It was, here's in the introduction, it's her road to it and the information. So it wasn't like a blow by blow of, this is what I said, this is what this person said. It was, okay, I was doing this and I came to realize that. So after that, she brings in a concept and gives examples from her life. It's personable, but not too personable like the Magical Family. When with that, I was like, okay, where's the next piece of information? She goes, here's a piece of information, here's the example, let's move on. So it's the examples can be more relatable than the Magical Family. Maybe my thinking with that book is, I don't have a magical family, so I can't really relate to what she's saying. Maybe when I do, I could. With this, it's a more broad spectrum of people that could relate to what she was saying than the other book, for example. So, throughout the book, she has small activities like list 5 things that you want to achieve through living a more minimal life. And she has different quotes, like they're in italicized, so you know they're quotes from somebody else. So it's a snippet of, here's a quote that would relate to whatever she was talking about. So with this book, she does make the points that there will be challenges to a more minimal life, and like those questioning your choice to a more minimal life. That's one example. And so she does recognize throughout the book that there will be challenges. While others will be like, oh, once you get rid of this stuff, you'll be so happier, it will be so much better. And she recognizes, yeah, there'll be questions from family and friends. You will have like such doubt. It will be hard. But if you do a few things, it would be easier for you to become debt free, for you to do the traveling you want, to not just move around or organize your clutter and all that. So it isn't a book on like, here's how to clean and organize to be more minimalist, or to clean or organize better. It seems that she has researched these aspects that she is talking about. It doesn't seem like a book that's copy and pasted kind of thing. So she brings in these ideas, explores them a bit, and like, here's a list, here's an activity, here's other information. It's not a long book. For me, it gets to the point. It isn't dragged out by, oh, it took me like, oh, this is a purple sweater from this and that, trying to explain every single piece of clothing that she kept or donated. So she got to the point. It isn't a step-by-step how to declutter, be more minimalistic. It's, yeah, in a way there are that, but the decluttering is like quick. Here's how to declutter your like kitchen pots and pans or your toiletries. They're quick. Here's how, she has a chapter on like finances. Here's the different things on how that can be helped, or how to be more minimalist with those things. So it's not a step-by-step, it's more information-wise on your decluttering, your minimalist journey. So there's different categories, like aspect of your place of yourself, not places to declutter. Yeah, places to declutter are there, but it's bringing yourself into that situation, not trying to like distance yourself from them. So what you could do during and after these process, like decluttering process, getting your life more organized, to living a more minimalist or minimal living kind of situation. This isn't, if you just want to get different ideas to declutter or organize after you declutter, this isn't the book for that. It is more towards that minimalist living experience. So there is that kind of aspect. For me, it's a nice book to have a look into. It's a quick, it's short in page count, so it's about depending on what format you get it in, it's about 100 pages. So it's a nice book to have at least electronically, because you can always have it in this kind of component to have a look at. So I liked it. I do like it. So if you are a person trying to be more minimalistic, if you're not big on, if you have done those like 30, I know there's like 30-day challenges or challenges like that. I know there's videos and like step by steps out there, and like that minimalist documentary. There's our websites, but if you want something book wise, Make Space by Virginia Wong is a nice little book to have. I found it really nice. Happy readings.